everyone, and welcome to another great, good, bad episode? Nah, what's bad? Psh, bad. What's that even mean? What's bad? No, I'm kidding, guys. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Geek Coast channel. I'm your host, the Wizard of Demigod David, and I hope you're all doing fantastic, wherever you are in this universe. So, the last episode I did, which was something unique, something different, and kind of break the mode at the moment, which was my top 5 favorite starships from sci-fi, which could have been top 6, but there's ties, right? There's ties in football. There's ties in soccer. Yeah, there's ties. So, anywho, I had fun doing it, so I decided let's do another one. And I really try to think which ones to do, and this one kind of popped in my head first, and then I decided to like it, and I was like, hey, let's do it, because I think it's going to be unique, and I think it's definitely something maybe you guys can actually go in the comment section and talk about it and stuff like that, and, you know, it doesn't have to be sci-fi for you guys. It could be, you know, maybe Friends or Sex and the City. I don't know. Maybe they have opening themes. And yeah, it's my top 10 favorite opening themes. And yes, of course, it's geeky and sci-fi, fantasy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But in the comic section, you guys go buck wild. But also, here is the rules. It has to be a legit song, has to be visually a opening theme, and there has to be either opening credits or something to show, like, these are the actors and stuff like that. So, those are the rules. Please follow them. And like I said, it doesn't have to be sci-fi fantasy like what I'm doing. It can be, you know, something totally different, like maybe Law and Order has opening theme. Or it could be X-Files. I don't know. You guys choose. Throw it in there. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. Let's see. And I want everyone to actually, you know, be interactive with that. So please do it, guys. It'll be really cool. Well, it'll be really cool if you guys do it. I think it will be really awesome, but, you know, be cool. Anywho, let's start the show, the top 10. So at number 10, we have Transformers the Movie, opening theme by Lion. And this is the 1986 version, the best version besides Bumblebee. It's better than Bumblebee, but Bumblebee was a really good movie too. That's probably the best live-action Transformers in my opinion. But anywho, blah, 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 that's another discussion. But yeah, the 1986 version of that movie. And yeah, it's a cool one. I like it a lot. It's also nostalgia for me because as a Transformer fan, it's definitely up there as like one of my favorite opening themes, especially from a movie. And it's really cool because you see Unicron, who's basically a planet devourer, kind of like Galactus from Marvel, but a Transformer that is a planet to a robot. But yeah, that's cool. But no, yeah, it's really cool. You see him doing that, and then later on goes to this rock version, and then all of a sudden you start hearing Transformers, robots in disguise. No, please YouTube, don't copyright me with that part. But no, seriously, it's a great song. The visuals in it's also really cool. The lights and the coloring of, like I said, back in the 80s is something that I always love watching. And I wish current animes kind of go back to that style of format because I think it's a cool nostalgia look. But anywho, it's great. Probably to me, one of the downfalls is like definitely at some point in the opening theme where it's just pretty much them rocking out and it's the same lyrics over and then the credits open up. Which, by the way, guys, look at the credits. See who the cast is that. It's a great cast, surprisingly, for a cartoon movie that's meant for kids. But no, it's really great. And also, I will put this in the description. So each of the themes I'm talking about will be in that description. You guys can check them out. Maybe you have a different list than I have, but hey, whatever. But yeah, no, it's great. I like it. It's very cool. So at number 9, we have Firefly, The Ballad of Serenity by Sony Rhodes. So Firefly is one of my cult favorite TV shows. Unfortunately, it ended way too soon. We got a movie, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, the theme itself is actually really cool. It sets the tone of this, you know, Western sci-fi series, and the Ballad of Serenity, the song itself, definitely fits that tone, and also fits the theme of what the show is. So I think that was really cool. The visuals itself is really cool, but also during around that time, which I can't remember when it came out. And I'm pretty sure someone in the comment section will tell me, it's like, oh, it came out of this. How dare you don't know this? It's cool. Whatever. Sometimes I forget. I'm only, a demigod. Half my human self always makes a mistake. But no, it's pretty cool. And it's also, the theme itself is, like I said, the visuals is cool. You got the actors' names, shows their characters, and that's pretty much it. But still, it's a good one. I liked it a lot. Definitely within my top 10. So at number 8, we have Battlestar Galactica, The Shape of Things to Come by Bear McCreator? I probably butcher that. But like I said, the themes will be in there, so you can look up who did it and stuff like that. But no, anywho, the Battlestar Galactica theme is a very unique and awesome theme. It has this opera-style music going on in the beginning. And Battlestar, and we're talking about the reboot, not the original one that came out like, 70/80s, I want to say. But no, the reboot one, which I think it was like early 2000s that came out. And it's really cool. The opera sound is like a very depressed thing, which it shows scenes from the reboot movie they did on the Sci-Fi Channel, which is a two-parter, and it just kind of shows how desperate humanity is. Like, humanity is like, near extinction. Like, it does show like how many humans are left, and as the show progresses, you see like the number dwindling each time. So that's actually kind of cool. But then what's also cool, as the song suggests, the shapes of things to come, it does, after the opera sound, it does do like a little upbeat kind of thing. Well, not like upbeat, like good feeling, but like as the style of the song is like, boom, or something like that. And it shows glimpses of what the episode will be. So I thought that was really cool. That's very unique. And of course, the show itself is great. And also, like, the ship designs of that show is actually really awesome too. Probably might have to do something later on about that. Anywho, at number 7, we have Batman Beyond, the main title by Christopher Carter, which, again, I think I butchered that name also. But, so, the story behind this is I was looking up the Batman animation theme, and then when I saw that, I was like, let's listen to this first. I listened to it, and I liked it a lot that it should be in my top 10 list. And what's cool about that is, so the setting and the tone of the show is a Neo City dark version of Gotham. You have old man Bruce Wayne, which in the main title itself, you see that as a visual. Like, Bruce Wayne is old. And you have someone else that takes up the mantle of Batman in that. And it's a really cool, like I said, really cool. The visuals are awesome. The song itself is great. There's no lyrics to it, but it sets the tone of, like, the theme of the show, which is like a dark Neo City version of Gotham, Neo version of Batman, and it was really cool. Like I said, awesome show, awesome theme, love the theme so much. So at number 6, we have the first entry of anime, which is a bit surprising that hasn't been mentioned yet, but maybe that's why it's this high at the moment. So at number 6, we have Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion, R2, which is Season 2, World's End by BUS, and it's an acronym. Don't know what the acronym means, but yeah, it's B.U.S. And for anyone who has no idea about anime themes, anime opening themes have multiple different versions or multiple different themes. So this one is actually technically the 5th theme, which is near the end of the series, and it fits like where the show has progress and stuff like that. Like, as the song suggests, the world's ending or world's end, but it's not like a apocalyptic end. It's just the current world is ending and there's a new world about to be reborn and stuff like that. So it fits very well. The visuals also is great too. It shows the progress of like where the character's at and stuff like that, and also the main character with 2 of the villainous characters representing, certain things. One villain character is the past, one villain character is the present, while the main hero character, well, he's a main hero / also a villainish character, maybe anti-hero, if you kind of think about it, but he represents the future, and it's a really cool theme. I like the theme a lot. The song's also very cool, very always traditional anime songs, but it's a cool one. I like it a lot. So, at number 5, which I think number 5 is going to shock you guys, because it's one of my top favorite animes of all time, or anime series, but what may shock you is which one I picked. So this is from Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron Blooded Orphans, Raise Your Flag by Man with a Mission. And yeah, I think many would think, oh, maybe Gundam Wing would be in there. Maybe G Gundam. Or maybe Gundam 00 or all this. Nope. It's Iron Blooded Orphans. And what's so cool about this theme, it's kind of breaks that mode of those traditional anime themes that you may heard or seen, or once you see the last entry that I just said, this one breaks the form. So it's definitely a rock kind of theme, which that's the former break. But what's pretty cool, because as the song suggests, raise your flag, it means raise your flag, stand your ground, go with your goals, and stuff like that. And that's actually the main tone of the entire series from start to beginning. Like, this theme is like halfway through season 1, but for what this show is what the theme and tone is of it. So yeah, it's really cool. The visuals, of course, are really awesome because you get to see characters at some point of their lives, and then also later on, they're gonna raise their flag, stand their ground, and go for their goals. So it's really cool. I like that theme a lot. So that was number 5. So number 4, we have also another great anime, Cowboy Bebop, Tank. The band is Seatbelts, but the composer is Yoko Komodo. I probably butcher that name, but yeah. So what's really great about this opening theme and also the visuals with it, it breaks that traditional anime thing, or anime opening themes, yeah, blah, blah. But yeah, no, it breaks that. And what's cool is it's a jazz theme, like jazz music. And just like I said, when I first started watching anime, this was one of my top favorite animes that I started watching. And it's a great opening anime. But also, like I said, the song itself is awesome. The way it starts is really cool. It's very catchy, very amazing. The visuals themselves match the song, and it's so amazing. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool. So that was number 4. So at number 3, which I'm pretty sure you guys are probably already know about, annoyed by this, but I'm going to put it in there because this is my list. Yeah, my list. Anywho, it's the Expanse opening theme by Clayton Charter. And this is a really, really good theme, good visuals, kind of also sets the tone a bit. And also the lyrics themselves, I want to say it's like Norwegian or Scandinavian, so you can look it up, but there's like 3 or 4 different versions of it. So however you want to look it up and interpret it, that's up to you. But no, it's really cool. The song itself is great. The visuals is just actually amazing because it shows you the progress of what could happen to the future of humanity. But also what's great is the visuals themselves change between each season or each story arc, where something major happened and the theme itself actually stays up to date of what happened. So it's really cool. Like, what they did for this theme, or whoever did it, should just shut up and take my money. You guys did awesome. Anywho, so that was number 3. So number 2, in which this is a newer show, and to me it's up there because I think the opening is such hilarious and it's great, and I actually love it, and I think that's why it's that far up there, because I think it's a cool theme. It's a cool opening. So it is Peacemaker, Do You Want to Taste It by Wing Wham. And if you haven't watched Peacemaker yet, watch it. That show is hilarious. It's done by the great James Gunn, and he did the latest Suicide Squad movie. And to me, he is probably one of my favorite up-and-coming directors/writers. And he's just great. And also, a cool fun fact about him, in almost all the movies he has directed and written, there's always a dance sequence somewhere, somehow. And also, he composes or does the actual dance sequence. So it's really cool. It's really awesome. Anywho, the song is absolutely ridiculous. It fits the theme-ish, or maybe it actually fits the character of Peacemaker, I want to say. So if you haven't watched Peacemaker, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. But no, it's actually great. The dance sequence is just hilarious because they're doing these dance moves, which they may seem random, but they're pretty funny. But also, if you look at their faces, they are so seriously doing it. Like, there's no smiles, there's no laughter, there's nothing. They're just absolutely serious, and it's funny, it's great, and I love it. It's absolutely hilarious. I think the opening theme of that show is great. I will never skip it because I think it's like, this is awesome, and I always laugh because it's just a great opening theme. So that was number 2. So here we go, guys. We are at number 1. If there's a drum roll, just play it in your head because I ain't doing a drum roll. Come on. Drum roll. I'm not going to record a drum roll. Jeez. Anywho, here's number 1. So number 1, which was kind of hard for me to do because I had to think about all the other series that I haven't put it on there, plus the ones I did. And also, I want to do this one because I think visually, musically, and also comic bookly, it's great. It's definitely up there as, like, once you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, that one's actually really good and stuff. But yeah, so it's the X-Men animation series theme by Ron Wasserman and Suichi Ito. I definitely butchered that last one. But yeah, and I tried, guys. That's the main thing. I tried. But anywho, yeah, no, that is if you hear the music, you knew right away what show, what series it is. And also, what makes it cool is the visual of the shows, or the visual of the theme. And just the animation alone is great. The characters that they portray, which, of course, it's the main X-Men cast and stuff like that. But what makes it really pretty cool is also the visuals set the tone of what X-Men is. And I thought this is why it should be on there, because the tone itself sets what the show, what the story, what X-Men is, and which you don't, and pretty much the entire opening theme, up until probably near the end, you don't see the traditional main villains of the X-Men, like Juggernaut, Magneto, and Quicksilver, and so. Like, you don't see them until the end. What you do see is, of course, the main line of X-Men, which, obviously Cyclops, Jean Grey, Jubilee, Storm, Wolverine, all that stuff. But later on in midway, you see, like, the X-Men being, persecuted and hunted down, like, they're freaks and stuff like that. And it shows, like, this what the X-Men show and story and tone and theme is about. It's not about, good versus evil. It's about being treated like a second-class human or a citizen, being treated like, someone of not your own race. And the theme fits it perfectly. And this is a series from, like, the early 90s. And that's what, when I was like, all right, let me check this out and looked at it, I was like, holy crap. This is actually a really good theme, and it sets the tone so perfectly well. Not even the music itself. The actual visuals does it. And I think that's why, to me, it deserves the number 1 spot in my top 10 of opening themes, just because the visuals and the tone alone set what this show is. Yeah, each episode, of course, you're going to get your classic bad guys versus villains, or, good guys versus villains and stuff like that. But also at the same time, in the series, you do get that, couple scenes or a couple episodes where it's literally about, treating other people like they're second-class citizens, or if you don't understand them, you're going to instantly treat them differently. And that's, how the show portrays it, like, don't do it this way and stuff like that. So to me, that's why it's number 1, even though the music's awesome too and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm sorry, number 1, well, not kind of sorry, but yeah, number 1's a deeper meaning kind of theme, but I feel like that's why it should be number 1, because it has that deep meaning. And it should definitely, like, if you're going to have a series to set a tone of what the show is, and also what the characters they are, and also, even in the comic books, you already know what the X-Men should stand for, and stuff like that. So, I think that's kind of really cool and stuff like that. So, anywho, guys, that's it right there. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. And also, like I said, put down your favorite opening themes. It doesn't have to be sci-fi or fantasy and stuff like that. It can be, like I said earlier, Sex City, X-Files, Friends, I don't know, stuff like that. But yeah, just have fun with it, guys. It's cool. It's awesome. And just like you guys, you're cool and awesome too. So anywho, that is it. And until then, my friends, stay geeky.